Varsity Club, welcome back to another classic. We've got a big game this weekend against the Atlanta Falcons. Not the Matt Ryan Atlanta Falcons. They got a new quarterback who you'll see in a second. But before we do that, we got to sign some contracts. Now, we went ahead and signed the majority of these guys. I'll show you who we ultimately have here. We got JC Treader coming back on a 2-year, $21 million deal. Yes, he's old, but he's still a very good center, and we need that right now until we get somebody else to replace him. Alex Kappa also coming back on a 2-year, $14.5 million deal. Bradley Roby, I almost didn't resign him, but a 1-year deal for him at a little under $4 million. It's okay. He's not the corner that he once was. We can probably release him and be okay, but we'll try to get someone to fill his shoes sooner rather than later. Linus Howard's coming back as well on a 1-year deal. We got Ross Blacklock, who wanted a 2-year deal. I gave him a 3-year deal. Look, he's 25. He's been performing really well, helping shut down the run game. We're rewarding him with a 3-year contract, and that's a W. Miami Fairbairn is a kicker that, again, we don't really have a better option, so we had to re-sign him. And then the last one we got is going to be Kamu Gruger-Hill, who, again, 29 years of age. We brought him back on a 2-year deal because he's been pretty good, and we don't really need to spend too much when he's just sort of a plug-and-play guy that isn't really a starter, but helps us out when our guys are gassed. Now, the Falcons still have Calvin Ridley in this universe, and he's doing really, really well for them. Kyle Pitts is a 92 overall now, at only 22 years of age. An absolute stud that we're going to have trouble covering today. Grady Jarrett, Deion Jones, and all that. But they have a new quarterback you're going to see right now, Kayvon Stingley. You probably remember him from a draft class or so ago. One of the top-rated quarterbacks to come out of that. He's an 80 overall, 6'6", 203 pounds. He's got a great arm, a 96 throw power. Deep, medium, and short accuracy are all really great. Throw on the run, play action, throw under pressure. He's got 89 speed, 87 acceleration. This is a very, very good young quarterback, and he's going to test our defense today. We're finding ourselves playing in Atlanta today. We got Kasim Gooden back, fully healthy and ready to get things going. And look, I just want to see Kasim pop off today. Not barrel roll for 6 yards, but it's positive. But seriously, I think our team at 4-1, we're doing really well. We had our bye week in the previous week, but I don't think Kasim Gooden makes this team significantly better, and I think everybody knows that, including the rest of the NFL teams. Ready to get things going here. A little first down action. Burrow's going to be under center, drops back. He's got DK coming out here in the edge. He gets a perfect toe tap to pick us up about 11 yards. Love what we're seeing here. We're going to actually bring Miller on an in route. We got Battle going deep. Burrow scrambling a little bit. He's got a guy. He's going to throw it. It's going to be close. He's got him. DK's going to catch that one down at the 10-yard line. DK's having a crazy game already. If we got DK Metcalf running like that, the opposing defense is in for a world of hurt right now. Underneath center again. Burrow's going to hand this one off. Kasim Gooden, though, can't quite get past the edge rusher. He's going to get dropped for a loss. Burrow on 2nd and 12 from the 13. He's going to move his man in motion on the right-hand side. Miller's going to set close to the line of scrimmage. Burrow's rolling, sees what he wants, and who else? I mean, anybody else going to catch the ball in this drive? Nope, it's just DK Metcalf doing DK Metcalf things. I'm here for it. Burrow had a pretty fantastic drive there. We're seeing the run game look really good, too, despite, you know, a bad play there at the end. The rest of it was really good. See what we can do here. Gruger-Hill on that new 2-year deal or 1-year deal, whatever he was on. I can't even remember. Makes a good tackle. And while Atlanta's offense is much improved, this defense, it's aging a little bit. We'll see what they can do ultimately against us today. Nice little dump down pass here. Jackson's going to push a guy right into Keanu Neal with the tackle after 6. Stingley, the only guy in the backfield. Poyer's going to come up to patrol the middle a little bit. Watching the underneath. They go out here to the edge. Spiegel not great in coverage, but he catches it out of bounds. So Atlanta on 4th and inches. Comes from the school of cowards and they punt that one. You got to be kidding me. We're going for that 100% of the time. You already know that, though. Look at Gooden bouncing out to the edge. Love what he's doing here, but I think that was going to be coming back. Looks like a hold potentially on the left tackle. We'll see what they say.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
That was coming back, and that was going to be on Morgan Moses playing right tackle, which was the other side of the field. That's just Morgan Moses doing Morgan Moses things. You hate to see it, but we don't have really a better option at right tackle right now, so we got to rock with those penalties from time to time. No, Gooden's run there wasn't really that great. He had a monster one the first time, and then on that one, well, it was a lot to be desired, to be honest. Burrow here in shotgun. Got his guys. He's got a check down option. He's going to get that one out here to DK, who is catching literally almost every single pass for us right now. Again, we had a first down guaranteed, and then Morgan Moses messed it up. So here we are, 3rd down, 33-yard line. Trying to make a play happen. Burrow gets hit as he throws to the left tackle. He's got to do a better job, and we're going to be punting for the first time today. Atlanta's got an opportunity to come back here, see what they can do. We're watching all their guys, though, but we didn't watch this dude enough. The tight end is going to get up another gain of 11. Camp and company kind of watching a little bit here. Going to pinch our line, get some of our guys in here. We got some pressure at Blacklock, who's just signed a 3-year deal. Go up and dance, big fella. You deserve that one. Look, I know Blacklock isn't super highly rated, and a lot of people didn't really have him as being a guy we'd re-sign, but his production has been really good. He's been so good against the run. He's been stopping guys left and right. He gets in the backfield from time to time. I'm going to reward a guy like that every single time. Big play coming up here, 3rd and 14. Gotta imagine Atlanta's going to panic a little bit. Crosby trying to get off the edge. We got a couple of guys deep. Reed is going to get up, climbs the ladder to get that one. And Justin Reed's got some opportunity to try to turn this one into 6 points. Philip Lindsay, though, was not going to let that happen. They forced him out at around the 35-yard line, 28-yard line, excuse me. But we got all the momentum now. Burrow and company feeling real good. First quarter's winding down. Our offense has just looked absolutely fantastic, but now we can't really find a guy. Burrow's out here stretching the legs a little bit. Joseph Burrow, I see you picking up the 12 to make things a little easier for yourself. Second quarter starting. We've had a really balanced offensive attack so far. Let's see if we can get some more points on the board and extend that lead. Good and bounces to the edge here. Thought we were about to see something not good his way, maybe a hold, but he does hold up strong and we get 7. Second and forward, Burrow under center. Drops back quick. Feels like a penalty's happening here. Burrow's going to scramble out to the left-hand side this time, out of bounds safely because we want to keep that dude upright. But again, feels like a holding penalty's coming here.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Again, who's it on? JC Treader, we just gave you a new deal. I mean, come on now. I understand Morgan Moses maybe because we're not probably going to give him another deal, but Treader, we just gave you a 2-year deal above your value. Come on now. Going deep. DK. Apparently, he's not trying to catch a ball. I mean, I guess in his defense, that was kind of uncatchable a little bit, but still, you're 6'8", you got to jump up and catch that one, big fella. Speaking of DK Metcalf, though. Just kidding, he dropped it. Bring out the kicker on his 1-year deal. All right, so an opportunity to try to get some points to the board here. Not gonna lie, this is actually more difficult than I thought. We're gonna see if we can line this up. That kick was like, I couldn't like get it in one. We're good. Everything's fine. That was difficult to line up. Holy crap. Defense has done their job so far. The offense, solid first drive, second drive. Again, penalties kind of marred what we had going on. They do a little check down here. A couple of guys are there. Pitts picks up, I believe, his first grab of the game. Atlanta's coming in the game 4-2 right now. They're trying to keep this really good record upright, but we got dudes coming forward. Oh, Philip Lindsay ain't standing for that. Philip Lindsay, what a carry. Atlanta's past the game's had some issues so far early on. I think we've disguised our coverages pretty well, but their run game looks good. Philip Lindsay's got 3 for 20. They got to give that guy the ball a little bit more often, if you ask me. But at the same time, don't give him the ball because that'll be harder for us to guard. So, yeah, don't give him the ball anymore, okay? He's doing too much. Our ability to stop the run is lacking right now. We're not really showing a good job here. They're bringing their guy in motion here. Feels like a run again. They go up the middle. This time, though, Spiegel is ready and stops him for a loss of 1. But there's going to be an injury now. Lynch from the center for the Atlanta Falcons is going to go down. We don't really know the extent of his injury just yet, but whatever. As long as he's not in the game, it makes our job a little bit easier to get to the quarterback. Stingley's going to feel the pressure, throws that one out of bounds to make it 3rd and 11. Switching things up here, doing a little bit of man. We're going to bring Keanu Neal on a delayed blitz. He's not really getting past. Oh, no. We didn't realize what we had. J.C. Jackson makes the tackle, but they're at 4th and short. If we had realized what we had in front of us, that probably is a pick 6, and we're in this end zone celebrating, doing some pelvic thrusts. But instead, we're trying to block a field goal that is up, and that is ultimately going to be good. They've cut the lead to 7. Atlanta's done a pretty good job on defense, especially that last drive. But I feel like now we got to, mix things up, get to the edge a little bit, see what Kasim Gooden can do, and just hope somebody blocks for this man. We've had, I think, almost every single ball caught by DK Metcalf. That's a trend that is great because we're up, but can't last but so long. Speaking of that, we're gonna get the ball. The first catch out by not DK Metcalf is gonna go to Tunya. He's gonna pick up about 15. Percy Battle was the hero of last week. We have not seen hide nor hair of that dude yet. We've obviously got to switch things up there. We need that dude to be involved. He's a burner. He's a great route runner for a young guy, and we got to make sure he's out here. Burrow's out here scrambling. Again, Burrow is getting all the room in the world. That's my quarterback. Chill. But seriously, if you're gonna give that guy some opportunity to run and he's safe while doing it, then yeah, we're all for that. Halfback screens will never work in Madden. 2-minute warnings here, 3rd and short. Probably should be running this ball, but we're gonna run a little drag route with Percy Battle, see if we can get him involved. Yup, worked like magic. Percy Battle's out here getting things going. He's gonna spin his way forward, first down in about 5. Minute 28 left. Clock is ticking. We got all of our timeouts. Oh, Burrow, we gotta get rid of that one. Yup, we roll to the right side, and that's where the dude was sitting. Sometimes it's just too natural for us to scramble to the right, and we pay the price for it a lot. Burrow sees a guy across the middle. It's Tanyan, and Tanyan picks that one up all the way to the 12. Let's go. What a throw. Minute left here inside the red zone. Let's keep things moving. Battle. I like what we got there. Miller. Little curl route. Went to the halfback, and dear God, that was fumbled and nearly picked off. I like what I'm seeing here in the red zone. We got a couple of matchups that are definitely fruitful. Looks like they're running the zone. Burrow's feeling it. Joseph Burrow, we slide it out here, okay? We got to protect you. Lining up an I form here, 3rd and short. Burrow under center. Sees this guy, DK. I mean, look, DK's on a heater right now. 2 touchdowns in the first half. We haven't been able to say that much about DK so far this season. It's been Percy battle. DK's had some big plays, but that dude's converted now like this. He's about to have a career game. What's really interesting about DK Metcalf is he actually lost his X factor coming into the season, but he got it back after a really good week in practice. So having DK back out here with his X factor is a giant W, but having Kyle Pitts do this to our defense is not a W. We are trying to get this dude down and finally pull your forces him out of bounds to the 13. Man, I'm out here talking about DK Metcalf getting his X factor back. Kyle Pitts has an X factor and he showed it right there. Unreal. Watch in the middle. They throw out here to the corner. We got a guy there, and it's JC Jackson getting torched. Atlanta in 2 plays. It was 80 yards. So we should have a 2 touchdown lead, but our defense just bailed Atlanta out. Kyle Pitts went ham, and they got into the end zone immediately after that. We've got to do better at halftime. What are we doing here?
Hey everybody, it's your boy Toronto Bart, and I'm back in the building. Listen, I've been watching this game plan from Coach Good Game Brother, and I'm gonna tell you one thing we've already known. He's garbage. I don't mean like the regular garbage that you take out the night before. I mean the stinky garbage when you're opening up your fridge and taking out the foods you should have thrown away 2 to 3 months ago, and you finally put it in and you smell the garbage and you're like, this stinks. How can you have Joseph Burrow, Percy Battle, DK Metcalf, Kasim Gooden? Do you know where he is? Have you forgot about him? Is he on a milk carton? Look, he's right here. He's waiting for you. As someone who moved all the way from Houston to Toronto and named myself from Houston Bart to Toronto Bart, I am not happy about this game. Fix your play calling. Fix it now, because if you don't fix it, the people are asking for one thing and one thing only. And that's Toronto Bart become the head coach for 1 game. Hashtag Coach Toronto Bart, if you want it to happen. I'm out of here.
Listen, how we ended that half was not exactly great. Stingley has an absolute cannon of an arm. We've seen that Kyle Pitts is the second coming, and we cannot tackle that dude to save our life. We're gonna try to make Stingley a little uncomfortable here, see if we can get a blitz going, but we're losing all of our momentum right now. It's honestly not a good look, but what a Spiegel, what a hit, what a hit. That did help us out a little bit because the hit by Spiegel forces them to be at 3rd and 1. Will they pass? Will they run? We're playing for the run here. We got a immediate beeline. But Stingley, the man's crafty, got rid of it immediately for 1st down. Again, we're just trying to get pressure on Stingley. Keanu Neal sending it this time. They got a guy with Jalen Reese. He's got the talent. He's just got to work on his technique some. I really do think that that dude could be, Jalen Reese could be the best cover corner in the entire league. It's just, we need him to, oh my God, working that technique, like our tackling technique, which is terrible. 2nd and 3 here, Stingley under center. Gonna move a man in motion this time. Watch the wide receiver reverse. They hit us with a play action fake and they go right across the middle. We can't tackle. We thought wrong. Calvin Ridley's in the end zone and we're just about to get roasted again in the offseason or at the end of the game. We've done so well in this game, but Atlanta's proven they are a team we should fear. And we have got to do better. Look at Kasim Gooden though. We finally remembered that he's here and he gets a 1st down for us. Picking up some running yards. I think Burrow might have more rushing yards though than Kasim Gooden, which is not exactly a W. Getting Kasim Gooden involved in the passing game. He's going to pick up some yards here. Gets about 7 or 8. Like we got here, 2nd and 2. Gooden's actually lined up as a wide receiver on this one. But look at Joseph Burrow out here scrambling, picking up some major yards. This man might be our rushing leader at the end of the game the way he's picking up yards right now. Burrow back under center at the 34. He's going to move Tanya in motion to the right-hand side for a little extra protection. Nice little play fake. Good Lord. Do we want to block it all? We had extra protection on that side and we still couldn't block that dude. I mean, Reed goes pretty much completely untouched there and we're just crying immediately after. DK Metcalf, an opportunity to get absolutely destroyed. Rockiston destroyed that man in that play. And DK now is just feeling a little bit more hurt. We're sending him on a slam. We got Miller going deep. Just want to make it competitive here. Burrow scrambling. Burrow's going to the halfback, and that's picked off. I'm going to hope there's a late hit on the quarterback that negates that. We need to get bailed out here.
You're a poopy head.
Do we get the ball back, though, is my question. I guess we accept it. We can't decline. I think it's in the ball. I think we accept it, right? And we're fine. Thank you, dear God, to the person that just hit our quarterback, Joseph Burrow. Late. They finally called that, by the way, where they didn't call a late hit earlier, and we were dealing with that. But you know what? We got the ball back, and we're good. We haven't really spread the ball around today, which is not really indicative of how we played the whole season. It's kind of a little frustrating. Burrow nearly threw his first interception, technically, of the game. All right, here we go. 25-yard line, 35. We've probably sort of abandoned the run game, which we shouldn't have, but here we are. Look at us. Burrow, a couple of adjustments. He's got a guy down the field. He's going to hit DK Metcalf. I thought we were going to have Percy battle on that one, but it's DK for the third time today. What can he do? DK gets a superstar dev trade back in the bye week, and look where we are right now, living our best life. From the 25, Atlanta goes right to Kyle Pitts, who, again, has been an absolute problem today. Doing our best to keep a little pressure. We're trying to get at least one guy blitzing on Stingley just to try to make him uncomfortable, but I mean, we can't cover and Philip Lindsay can't catch. We played that so poorly. If he caught that, he's running for a bit. Because he didn't, we're good. Oh, they go underneath when he thought he was coming back. Ridley and Stingley not on the same page. So with that miscue, we've got the ball back with a 7-point lead. Third quarter's winding down. We're in the driver's seat. We just got to put together a good long drive here. We're good to go. Seem good and try to get to the edge, showcasing that speed, and I love to see that. 15 big yards for him. If and when you block for Kasim Gooden, it makes magic happen. Like, I genuinely believe in this kid. We're going to switch the play up, run to the right-hand side here. Just to be a little bit stronger blocking. Gooden's going to cut up a little bit. Again, carrying the pile, picks up 7 more yards to close out the third. The run game's looking great. Atlanta knows that, so they're going to try to push up in the box a little bit on second and short. But we've got a guy that doesn't care about what you're trying to do. He's going to get yards nonstop. It's really felt like it was going to be one of those seasons where Kasim Gooden was going to pop off, have insane yardage, but it just, with his health, hasn't really been the case. It's a nice spin move here, makes a miss, and again, you're seeing what he can do in the field. Burrow under center. Little fake blitz. He's got his guy immediately. It's going to be Percy Battle, who we have not seen much of today, but still, we'll take the positive gain. Almost inside the red zone now. Atlanta's got a heavy front here. A lot of people in the box. Kasim Gooden finding a gap. I mean, he had dudes everywhere, but found the only spot to get positive gain. Inside the red zone now. Wasting a little bit of time here. I like what I'm seeing from our offensive line and from our running back. And look at him breaking tackles, trying to push it in the end zone. He's going to get down to the 5. He was so close to breaking that one off. Atlanta knows this is going to be a tough spot for them. I do want to run. Can we move a guy maybe over? You can. All right, that kind of imbalances things a little bit, but YOLO. We're going to keep it over here to the left. See what we can do. And Gooden goes in completely untouched. We mixed him up with a little bit of misdirection. Gooden's dancing for his first rushing touchdown of the game. And it feels good to have that dude healthy again. Back out here, Atlanta's down 14. Again, it's not the end of the world, but they definitely have to score in this drive. You don't score in this drive, things are looking pretty bleak for that team quickly. I really think they've abandoned Philip Lindsay, though. Lindsay has had a pretty solid game. Yes, we tackled him for kind of a not major gain there, but when they've given this dude the ball and let him have some space, he's been really, really talented. But look at our guy coming off the edge, Spiegel, with another big hit. Spiegel has been so good coming off the edge. You love to see that. We're going to play the pass 100% here. See what our guys got. They had a couple of dudes they could have went to. They go to a guy with 4 people around him and Philip Lindsay, and we stop him immediately, plus an injury to Atlanta's offensive line yet again. I think that's actually their backup center that got injured, which, again, they already lost their starter. Now they have to go see what they can do here without him. Watching underneath. They go for one. We stop him, though. His momentum took him forward, and I think we're going to be okay here. So we do get the ball back. His forward momentum stopped him. He turned, and then, well, you know, the rest is history. Give him the ball to Kasim Gooden, who's trying to spin things around, immediately bursts out to the edge, and he's going to get what looks to be about 7. Gooden has been so good today. The passing game has had its issues here and there. We probably went to DK Metcalf one too many times, but Gooden has just been a non-stop force. Rarely getting stopped in the backfield like that. We play here in 3rd and 6. Oh, I'm kind of scared. No way Gooden caught that. Are you kidding me? He caught that? That might have been one of the most impressive catches we've seen. I thought it was a guaranteed pick. Burrow probably thought it was a pick. He was running that way to start getting ready for a tackle. Kasim Gooden caught that. Put some respect on his name. Keeping the trend going here with the run game. Under 2 minutes now. Trying to extend this again. Gooden's going to get stopped pretty hard, though, after a gain of 1. This game definitely feels like it's out of the way. We're going to try to make sure we cap it off right here. Percy battles the guy we're going to be watching. We got Percy. Denied. Probably should have been picked. It makes a lot of sense to go ahead and kick it here. I would have loved to have gone for the touchdown, but you know what? It wasn't meant to be. From the 7, we kick it. Fairbairn's got it. We're going to extend our lead yet again. There's not a ton of time for Atlanta to do something, but if they do it, they've honestly got to do it right about now. They go immediately to Phillip Lindsay, who again, they've neglected far too long. They should have been targeting that guy earlier in the game, but instead they kind of just left him out there, and now they're throwing passes for a loss of 2. What was that? I think Stingley's shown that he's got the talent to dominate this league. It's just his play calling has been really odd for Atlanta today. Don't really know if I agree with like any of it, for being honest. Over here, watching the middle, looks like a 4-verse play. They're throwing one deep. They got a guy. Reed is there again for his 2nd pick of the game. Kyle Pitts could have absolutely had that one, but Justin Reed said, don't mind me. I got places to be, things to do, and he's got a quarterback to try to juke out, but that's a 6'6", 200 and some pound dude that is hitting him. We can absolutely just kneel the ball and, you know, go that route, but no, we're trying to score. Okay, it's what we do here in Toronto. Good up the middle. Takes a gain of about 2 from the 19. Like what I'm seeing here. We're going to send Miller on a deep one. Safety bites up. Big fellas out here. Robert Tonyan. That's my tight end. We'll take the touchdown. We're going to walk in here with a massive W. Atlanta didn't stand a chance today. A game that was dumb close and then got blown out of the water. We love how our defense came to play in that second half. Yes, there were some struggles, and yes, there were some plays that we should not have given up in coverage, but you know what? We'll keep working on technique. When our offense is doing what they did today, not much they can do to stop us. We out here. Recapping the stats, Stingley went 20 of 27, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Both of his picks were thrown on deep routes to Kyle Pitts, and we had multiple guys sitting on him. We tried to take away his #1 weapon, and honestly, it worked. Burrow, though, 14 of 23, 211 in the air, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. You love to see it. On the ground, Kasim Gooden, 20 for 112 yards, 1 touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, they went away from him too early, in my opinion. He actually had a solid game on the ground. They just abandoned him. You know who we didn't abandon? Joe Burrow, who got 52 on the ground. Again, not his most impressive passing game ever, but I'll take those rushing yards all day. In the air, Calvin really was unstoppable. 6 for 109, 1 touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 6 for 85 and no touchdowns. If he had caught at least one of those deep passes that was thrown his way, though, he had about $140. The dude was on fire today. We could rarely stop him. DK, though, had a big game, 6 for 98 and 3 touchdowns. Gooden got involved. Tonyan again had a touchdown grab. Rashard Higgins had a touchdown grab for them as well. And Percy Battle, who had a monster week in the previous game, didn't really get the opportunities he deserved today. We got to do better. On defense, Jalen Reese had 5 tackles, most of those because he was kind of getting burnt a little bit. Should have definitely had a pick at least on one of those plays, but you know what? Technique for sticks will work on that for him. He's going to be just fine. From a sack perspective, we had 1 from Blacklock, who just signed that big deal. Josh Spiegel continues his dominant reign with 1 sack as well. And the interceptions, we had 2 from Justin Reed today. He was a monster. He's the reason why I think Atlanta couldn't get the ball deep down the field. He was shadowing Kyle Pitts and says, no, you're not throwing it to that man, not today. Mounties now bolster an impressive 5-1 record. In the next episode, we're going to look a little bit more at the draft class to see some of the top players that are out there and how things are shaping up. But right now, the way our squad is playing, we're not drafting high anytime soon. We're trying to play for a Super Bowl this season. You better believe that. Be safe, be smart, tell somebody you love them. Catch you guys on the next one.